this is Onlive. It's a service that allows you to play PC games on your PC, laptop, TV or tablet without having to actually install any games or download anything apart from the Onlive client itself, which is a free small download. This was announced a few years ago at E3, offering lag-free gaming over the internet, and I think most people thought it'd end up like the Phantom console, sounding great but never ever coming out. But here it is, and we actually think it's pretty fantastic. So let's take a look at the main menu. So let's check out the marketplace. Here you can pre-order games and buy games, rent them and subscribe. So you've got latest stuff coming soon like Batman Arkham City, all the way down to Dirt 3. So let's check out Dirt 3. You can rent games if you wish for a few days. You can buy them for full price, so you can access them anytime you wish. Or you can even subscribe to a service where you get hundreds of games that you can play whenever you like without having to buy them for full price. Every game has a free trial, 30-minute demo, so you can just get the Onlive client for free and play all the demos without having to add a credit card to the service. So we'll try a free demo just to show you the quality of the video and the type of lag that you can expect to get, which is actually not really noticeable. Now, as you can see, the game is starting up. The only time you have to wait is really the game loading itself. Apart from that, it's pretty much instant. So what we'll do is we'll cut out these menus for the main game and just get into the game. As you can see, we're in the game now. We're on a 10 meg connection here, and depending on your connection it gives you different image quality, but as you can see here, it's pretty much comparable to having a console in the room. Now you can't see the controller that we're using at the moment, so it's going to be hard for you to see the lag, but we can admit that there really isn't any. Now, Street Fighter was demoed on the service a few days ago. Now that, well, obviously for hardcore Street Fighter players, probably not work as well as a game like this or Batman, where you need precise timing. But we're thoroughly impressed with the quality of the visuals that you get, and the pretty much lag-free gaming which is promised. Now you will find that if you play during peak hours, the quality of the video and possibly the lag will be different compared to playing off-peak, but that's all going to be down to your internet connection. So what we'll do now is we'll head off back to the main menu and explore the other features of Onlive. Right, now let's check out the arena feature, which is equally as impressive. You can view hundreds of people playing all the games on the service in real time. You can watch what they're doing, and depending on their settings you can even talk to them as well. So as you can see, there's hundreds of games on offer. So let's check out Homefront here. Now, depending on what they're doing, you can cheer them or jeer them, which can also be distracting for them, but obviously you can turn that setting off. And if you've got friends on the service and they're part of your friends list, you can see what they're playing and even join in to watch them as they're playing, and then actually talk to them as if you're in an Xbox Live party with them. So it's a great addition to demos, because demos give you a nice feel for them, but here you can see games in action a bit better. You've got your showcase, which is basically just your features and new releases coming. Last played, so you can see the last game you played. Your brag clips. Now these allow you to record the last 30 seconds of your game to show off to your friends and everyone else on the Onlive service. So you can show them off getting head kills in things like Homefront, which people can then rate on. Or you can show glitches in games like Wheelman. And again, it's another great way to get a feel for the games, because you'll be able to see some of the cool features that people have found to do in the games. You've got your friends list down there, which we explained earlier, where you can see what your friends are playing and then watch them actually playing it. And then you've got My Games, where all your paid for games are. We're extremely impressed with the service. It pretty much does offer lag-free gaming depending on your connection. Video quality is amazing, and we can only hope that even more top titles come out. But with Batman, Arkham City and Saints Row 3 out shortly, it looks like it's going well. So now we'll check out the micro console, where you can play Onlive on your TV. So this is the Onlive game system box. Inside contains the controller, the micro console, and all your leads and documents. One thing we did notice was the care and attention detail of the actual box and packaging. It's very Apple inspired if you've had an iPhone or an iPad, which is a nice touch for such a system. Not many of you will care, but it's something that we thought was nice. So on to what's inside the box itself. You've got the micro console here. It's pretty small and light. It's very well made. There's not a lot to it. It's basically a video decoder box with some controller inputs and some outputs for your TV, and it works pretty well. Like I say, there's not really a lot to say about it. Apart from on the front, you've got two USB inputs for your controller or your keyboard and mouse. And on the back, you've got your HDMI output, an AV output in case you haven't got HDMI connection, audio out, optical out, Ethernet in, and power in. So it's pretty neat and compact. There's not a lot to say about it. It's nice. So let's move on to the controller now. It's a cross between a PS3 and Xbox 360 pad. So you've got your triggers on the back there and your thumbstick placement down the bottom. Let's just take this cover off here. So if we have a look at the D-pad first, the buttons are nice and clicky, they're not spongy at all, so that'll be great for 2D platformers if they ever come onto the service. The thumbsticks have got a nice spring in them, they're not loose like the PlayStation pads, so we're pretty impressed with them as well. And they click down just like a normal Xbox or PlayStation pad. And then you've got your normal standard buttons, nice and clicky again. And on the front here you've got your bragging clips buttons, which we explained earlier in the video. Then you've got your 4 buttons on the back, Xbox, PlayStation inspired, normal analog triggers, which seem nice enough, and maybe not as great as the 360 ones, but much better than the PlayStation 3 controller. And on your back here you've got your battery charger, so you can put your normal standard double A's in there. And you can get a few manuals with it. They're just quick start guides to get you going. There's not a lot to the system to actually get going. And inside here we have our power adapter, just to actually turn it on the console. And in our other box we've got, of all surprises, a HDMI lead, which is a nice feature to see. You've got a rechargeable battery pack, as well as your other standard one for AA's. A USB cable for your controller, so you can charge it and sync it to the system. And you've got an Ethernet lead, which really surprises us because none of the other consoles actually come with that. Just a quick look in here, there's some AA batteries as well for your controller. So they really want you to get going. They've supplied everything you could possibly need and more.